Hi, Force fans. I hope you're well. When does articulation really matter on an action figure? This is something that has been running around my mind today. And I just wanted to put a few thoughts together. I was looking over some old Power of the Jedi action figures, specifically aliens, and I came across this image of Muftak and Cabe. And I'd love to see them in the Black Series, but I'm just wondering, do they need to be super articulated for the fact that they're literally going to be just sat in an alcove? They just need knee joints and elbow articulation and a head tilt and a head articulation, right? Maybe a waist. Same would go for Effentmon and Hermiodel if we ever had those in the line as well. I think there are certain background aliens, such as Riris and Tessek here, where we could really do with having less articulation for them. I think the only times you need super articulated figures is when they're actually in the thick of the action, your troopers, your Jedis. But for things like an Operan Cicis here, or even a Max Rebo, surely we could get away with less points of articulation. Do we really need to see Max Rebo's lower half, for instance? He sits in an organ. As long as he looks good on the shelf, right? For these kind of creatures, I would certainly take less points of articulation as long as the sculpt and the paint are as close to what they represent on the screen as possible. I would genuinely be happy with that. I just can't see the need for Max Rebo to have, swivel hips or the overall points of articulation that a normal Jedi or clone character would need. I would love Muftak and Cabe to be in the line. I'd love them just to be around for a cantina scene, and I would settle for 5 points of articulation. They would look good. They would still have the required paint apps. They would still look premium quality. But at the end of the day, they're all just going to be sat in a background scene. Now, there is the case to be made that the Muftak species did once appear as a Jedi in the Genndy Toski Clone Wars series. So yeah, they could potentially do him as a Jedi with super points of articulation. But for me, I don't think it's needed. What do you guys think? Would you settle for super detailed sculpts for these kind of creatures and aliens, but less points of articulation? Do you think I'm having a fever dream and we'll never, ever, ever see these kind of characters in the Black Series line? Do you think a higher price point, but less articulation, but better sculpts is the way to go? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this channel, then give us a thumbs up or a like or subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel and get myself into the community. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, but I'll see you on the next one.